Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I will be talking about one of the biggest additions to 1.20 Minecraft, which is armor trims. So armor trims are a new form of armor customization, which utilizes a new item called a smithing template, which is essentially a banner pattern for your armor. Before we get into the cool stuff, I have to tell you guys another piece of bad news. So let's say that you just got back from your mining trip in the Nether, and you're going to smith your diamond armor into netherite armor. So you open up the smithing table, which already looks different with an extra slot and an armor stand, and you cannot put your armor in, or your ingots. The solution to your problem is a netherite upgrade smithing template, which is this thing. So you can find these items in Bastion Remnants in the nether, and you're going to search at least one to find it. So what you're going to do with this item is to put it inside the first slot, and now you can put your armor into the slot. Now let me tell you, I personally dislike this addition, as you need an extra expensive item to get netherite armor. But there's another solution to that problem. Using 7 diamonds, a piece of netherrack, and a smithing template, you can perform a specific crafting recipe to duplicate your netherite upgrade. By putting the netherite upgrade on top, the netherrack in the middle, and the 7 diamonds surrounding it, you can duplicate it. This is the only way to renew your upgrades, so you should be able to duplicate as many as needed. That was the bad news, so let's get into the cool armor trims. There are 11 variants. All of them are different patterns, which are all found in different structures. There is the Sentry armor trim, the Dune armor trim, the Coast armor trim, the Wild armor trim, the Ward armor trim, the Eye armor trim, Vex, Tide, Snout, Rib, and Spire. You can find the Sentry in a pillager outpost, Dune in a desert temple, Coast in a shipwreck, Wild in a jungle temple, Ward in an ancient city, Eye in a stronghold, Vex in a woodland mansion, Tide in an ocean monument with a special case where you have to kill the Elder Guardian with a 20% drop rate, the Snout in the Piglin Bastion thing, and the Rib, which is in a nether fortress, and the Spire, which is in an end city. As I said earlier, each of these gives you a different pattern for your armor. Again, for each of those different pieces of armor. So, helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots. So, remember how we could duplicate the ones that we found, the netherite upgrade ones? Well, you can duplicate each of the armor trims using a similar type of crafting recipe with the same 7 diamonds. So let's take the Dune armor trim as an example. It uses sandstone. We're going to take our 7 diamonds, put the Dune armor trim on top, sandstone, and 7 diamonds around it. And there you go. We have duplicated our Dune armor trim. So that's basically the technical stuff on where to find them, and now how to use them. So basically, it's the same thing as with the netherite upgrade, except you use any armor except leather. And the third slot is an ingot or a crystal. So for all the armor trims, the third slot is the color option. You won't be using dyes, but you will be using the following materials, which is iron, gold, copper, amethyst, redstone, quartz, diamond, emerald, lapis, and netherite. Again, so the armor can be whichever armor type you want except leather. So what you're going to do is take the armor trim template, which is any one. I will use the I armor trim. Then you take your armor piece. I'll use my netherite chestplate from earlier. And you're going to put it in the second slot. And last but not least, you'll take your final item. I will be using amethyst. So I'll take one piece of amethyst. So let's see how this comes out. We take the I armor trim, the netherite chestplate, and the amethyst crystal, and there you go. This is the new type of armor trim. It is one of the many combinations of patterns that you can put on your armor. And personally, I think that it's a really good looking one. So you can put these armor trims on armor stands. You can use them for, I don't know, like if you're having a war, you can have two teams with the same armor, just with a different pattern. You could have like a bunch of different stuff. You could have like clans. You could have, I don't know, I guess like it's like leather armor, how you can customize it with dyes, but now you can customize normal armor in many ways. You can put your armor trim on your turtle helmet, but you cannot put your armor trim on your elytra. This is every single type of armor trim put on netherite gold combination. Remember, you can put any type of armor, it doesn't have to be netherite, including chainmail. You can put any item, doesn't have to be gold, from the items listed earlier. This is Rib, Sentry, Dune, Wild, Snout, Coast, Tide, Spire, Ward, Vex, and I. I will do a slow thing so that if you really want to see them, you can just pause the video. And that is all the types of armor trims. I have to say, Vex, I, and Rib, sorry, Vex, I, and Rib are probably the most unique, and some of them just look pretty similar, like Sentry doesn't even have a chest design, but they're pretty cool. I like all of them. Like Coast and Wild are pretty similar. Oops, but yeah, otherwise I like all of them. Like I love how Tide takes, like it looks like prismarine blocks if you think about it, like with that same exact like shape there. You got stuff on the back as well. It's a really cool thing. I really like, especially the Vex and I ones. I love the circle here, and I am really happy that Mojang decided to add something like this. It's pretty cool. Well, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments. If you did like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and I guess I'll see you later.